One of the important steps you must take to activate your Songtrust account is adding a songwriter. Let's dive in. For the purpose of this demo, let's assume that you're the songwriter yourself. If you're a business or a representative acting on behalf of a songwriter, then this is where you'll input their songwriter information. To get started, click on Add for Songwriter under the account completion list. If you're adding an additional writer later on, you can find this in the menu and by clicking Add Songwriter. The first question you'll be asked is the writer already a member of a PRO or a CMO? Every songwriter that works with Songtrust must be affiliated with a PRO or CMO. If you haven't yet affiliated with one, you can check out our handy Collection Society database, which you can find linked below, where you can find your territory's society and become a member. Once completed, you can return to your Songtrust account to move forward. If you're with a PRO or a CMO, click on Yes, they are a member. A drop-down field will prompt you to select the specific society you're affiliated with. Enter your full legal name, matching what's listed at your PRO or CMO, along with your email and your date of birth. Don't worry about adding a pseudonym or artist name, as these are usually linked to legal names at a writer's home society. Next, you'll include your IPI number. Your IPI number, or your interested party information number, is assigned to you by your PRO or CMO. It can be found in an email from them when you first affiliated or in your society's repertory search. If you're unsure or can't find the original email, you can also use our Collection Society database link below, where you can locate your society's website and find your IPI. If you're having trouble adding a songwriter, you can also find a link below for our top troubleshooting tips. Next, if you have set up a publishing company or entity with your home society, provide us its name, PRO or CMO affiliation, and IPI number. It's not required to create a Songtrust account, so if you don't have one, don't worry about it. If you do have one, and if you've previously registered songs with your publishing company name attached, you should include it when you send to Songtrust to avoid conflicts with our society partners. For previous works or new works, your publishing company information will be featured on the registration with a PRO or CMO rather than Songtrust, though this will not impact collection. Please note that we can't create a publishing company for you, so make sure not to add any publishing company names and IPI numbers that don't yet exist. Then you'll be asked whether another company is collecting your YouTube publishing royalties, or if you'd like Songtrust to do this on your behalf. If you're already using another company to collect publishing royalties from YouTube, do not enable claims through Songtrust, as this will put your songs into conflict and will halt any royalty payments until clarified. See how this works in our YouTube claims tutorial. Lastly, you'll also be asked to e-sign a letter of direction, which establishes our administration agreement for the songs you decide to register with us. And you've successfully added a songwriter. To see the status of yourself or artist you work with, head to the Songwriters section. The status here will indicate whether or not your writer affiliation details have been confirmed or not by our team. Please note, if you have not yet added songs or have not yet added ones that are ready for publishing administration, then your writer status will remain processing. You can also press on the songwriter name or status to see the songwriter's details. Here you can download your LOD and see the current writer status. Here is where you can also utilize the Access feature within your account, which enables account sharing. Click on the Access button next to the songwriter allows you to invite people via email to view or manage that songwriter's details. You can also see writers we don't collect for. These are any outside or non-collecting writers that you have co-written with on a song, but that are not being monitored, tracked, or administered on their behalf within your account. One example would be if you're in a duo and you join Songtrust to register your songs, but your co-writer is with another publisher. Adding a non-collecting writer can happen on the Add Songwriter level or when you go to register a song. You'll have to provide their name, PRO or CMO affiliation if they have one, an email address, and ideally their IPI number. Not including this information doesn't hurt your registrations, but is highly recommended. If you have co-writers who are also Songtrust clients, but who have separate accounts, that is, you aren't also administering their shares through your own account, you will enter them here. Once you've added your Songwriter details, start adding your songs.